Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Latasha Morgan. I'm just coming on to share with you all about the 30-day success formula. Um, this is, I wouldn't say it's a brand new company, but it is a 4-year company. Compared to most companies, you would consider it new. It's based out of Wisconsin, and it's mainly for offline, but you have top marketers that are starting to promote it online as well. But I want to share it with those people that are looking for something to work from home, and they don't really want to be on Facebook all the time, or they don't want to have to do YouTube videos, or something that is more automated, where the company does most of the work for you, close most of the sales for you, send off your first advertisement letters for you on your behalf with the 90-day money back guarantee. So I'm going to share my screen right here and give you a quick review on how this company works and how you can get started as well. Okay. So, most people will want to know, what is the 30-day success formula? I just, told you it was a 4-year-old company based out of Wisconsin that is 100% offline marketing. And that is great because, like I said, a lot of people, they don't want to be online. They don't want to have to be on Facebook. They don't want to have to do YouTube videos. So this is something that's gonna help those people that are really looking into earning an extra income from home outside of their job, and maybe eventually retiring doing this. I have colleagues and other people that I've come across that is working in this business, and it is actually changing lives. So I just definitely had to come on and share it with you all. And I'm excited about it. I just got started myself, so I just want to give a quick review about it and go from there. So, a lot of people might say, why is this direct mail business opportunity working for people out there who have never made a dime with anything before? The company offers a 90-day money back guarantee. If you do not make money, and in the 4 years it has been in business, no one has asked for their money back. So that gives you a clear view on the company and how it works. For it to been, going for 4 years and have not one person ask for their money back. So that says a lot to me. And I know it should say a lot for you as well. Let me continue. You might be asking, what is the product? Because some of the direct mail opportunities out there do not have product. And I was told the product was the postcard. Really? Well, this is different. With the 30-day success formula, the products are digital products as well as physical products. You can become a distributor and earn on 2 tiers, or you can use the products to learn how to market. That is wonderful as well. So for those that, may be looking to, along the way, learn how to market, that they have the products as well, if you want to get into that. So it's sounding so good so far. Let's keep going. They also have done for you e-commerce stores. That area are already making a profit, which you can purchase to run yourself. The e-commerce industry is huge right now, and it is. I have placed an order myself from someone that I know that is, in the e-commerce. So it is a huge market right now. And to have a store up and running and profitable is a great asset. So not only will the company be working on your behalf, but you would also have a store up. Now, this is optional. This is not mandatory. But just to have that option, just to have that choice to have a store up that's running and that is profitable. It will help you, grow in your business and financially as well. So it's sounding real good, isn't it? Let me keep going. This company solves all these problems in the industry. Number one, this is the problem that is in the industry. After you join, you don't have money for paid advertising. That was me. That was me, guilty. When I first got into the online market, and if I joined a company using the money that I, work a job for, I really didn't have the funds to pay for advertising. So it would, I would be stagnant. I wouldn't be moving forward because I couldn't fund what I needed to fund at that time. So yes, that was a major problem for me, and I know it might be a major problem for others as well. Trying to transition from working a job, paying your house bills and things of that nature, and also trying to pay for advertising. So that, like I said, that was me. I can relate. And you know, I'm sorry, that's number two, but that, I saw it and I just resonated with it, so I thought it was number one. But number one is complex and there's a huge learning curve. A lot of us as humans, I know for me, I'm gonna speak for me because I know how I was once I graduated high school. I really didn't want to go to college, but I did it because I had, my grandfather, he had graduated from Morehouse. He went to Morehouse College with Martin Luther King Jr. So education was real big to him, and that's why I went. But I also learned along the way when you go to do things for others, you're not going to be as passionate as you need to be to go ahead and finish and do what you need to do. So I didn't finish college. And so, I felt like I disappointed him as well as myself. But, I just kept moving because I knew it was something bigger and better for me in my future. And I just went by that. And also, I had a child during that time. So I really didn't have that assistance to help me finish school, which I really wasn't passionate about it as well. So, it can be a huge learning curve. So, to say that I'm just getting to that when I finished school, when I got out of college for the year, I really didn't want to go back to school. So that's why they say it's a huge learning curve because a lot of people don't want to take out time to continue gaining knowledge in school or in anything that they're trying to do. They're always trying to go around it. That's why they say a learning curve. So I had to humble myself once I went through some hiccups, trials, and tribulations in life. And I realized that it's some things that I just don't know and that I might have to pay to know, especially in this online marketing, working for yourself. If you've never worked for yourself, how can you do it? You can only do better when you know better. So that's why they say it's a huge learning curve because if you're not willing to take out that time and learn anything, then it's really going to be a huge learning curve. So you have to humble yourself and be prepared to learn and gain as much knowledge about how the online market works because we are all capable of having success in this. You just have to learn the techniques and the strategies and do what it takes and be consistent. So I definitely resonate with that. Um, let me keep moving forward. Number three is merchant issues. That's merchant issues could be like, setting up on how you getting paid. Different companies have different ways that they may pay or, things of that nature. So you won't have that problem as far with the 30-day success formula. So it's sounding very good right now because, like I said, a lot of people they just want to earn an extra income from home. They don't want to have to feel like they're going back to school and, you know, paying for advertising and trying to figure out how they're going to get paid and things of that nature. So it is definitely, a thumbs up so far. I'm loving it. Number four, no time to advertise and learn online marketing. That's what I just said. That's where the huge learning curve is. They have no time to advertise because, like I said, a lot of us, when we get into work from home, some people may start off where they're already in the entrepreneur world, but a lot of us aren't. A lot of us are working a job, paying our bills, and trying to manage that money as well as put money aside to fund the things that we need to fund in order to run an online business. So I definitely resonate with that. These are, you know, problems that are in the industry. I speak to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis about these same issues. So is definitely relatable, and that's why I had to jump on this 30-day success formula because it just relieves all some of these problems that you come upon when you're working online in this market industry. So let me keep moving forward. Number five is difficulty closing sales and generating leads. Now, I can understand. I can relate to that, because like I said, a lot of people don't, really know how to talk to people. I'm not saying they don't know how to talk to people, but a lot of people just don't have that time to talk to people, depending on if you work in a 8 to 12 hour job. You don't have that time to just talk to all your leads and things of that nature, or you may not even know how to generate leads. I talk to people, on the job that don't even know what traffic is, as far as online terms. They thinking I'm talking about traffic like on the freeway traffic. No, so I can understand that. But I was in sales before I did get in the online business. So I understand as far as knowing how to talk to people, eye to eye contact, and things of that nature. But just because, you might understand it, somebody that might want to join you may not understand it. So this is definitely relatable, and it is problems that occur with these companies in the industry. So I definitely can relate to that. And we're going to go to number six. This is the last one. Difficulty building large teams to have life-changing income. Most of the time when you're working online, it's about your team. It's about you having a big following that builds you a residual income. That's where your life-changing income comes in at. Because if you have a large following, you have a large team, then you're going to have a large residual income because you have people, that trust you and know that you're going to provide the value that they need in order to get to where they're going. But a lot of the times, like I said, as a newbie or as someone who's never done this before, they have a hard time building a large team. So they never know how to build a large team and have that life changing income. Because like I said, if you don't know, you just don't know. And a lot of the times people don't have the time to learn how to know. So I definitely resonate with those things. It's six things, and it does happen in this industry. That is the problem. That's why I'm glad that my colleague introduced me to 30-day success formula, because you will not have these problems in this company because it is offline market. Now, if you are experienced and advanced, then yeah, you can market it offline and online, but it's mainly offline. That's what it's mainly for. So I'm going to go down and tell you what I believe to be the advantages of this company. It's easy. Number one, it's easy. And that is that those words, a lot of us like easy. Anyone can do it, whether you have a laptop or not. We know everyone has a phone, but it's easy. Matters your background, your culture, where you come from, but you do have to be in the US. So I'm going to go back to that. So you do have to be in the US in order to work with this company, in order to start earning an income from this company. You do have to be in the US. Like I said, it's easy and anyone can do it. Number two is what I just said. You don't need a computer or to get online. That is definitely optional. Like I said, is mostly the top gurus that is doing it online and creating ways that you can do it online. So, but it's not a must. You can still generate a life changing income offline as well. So we're gonna move on to number three. Offers you another stream of income if what you're doing is not working or if it goes out of business. So, a lot of the times when we're working in the corporate world, I'm gonna speak for myself again. One job just wasn't good enough. And so I was in that mind state at that time that, if one job is not good enough, then I need to go and get two jobs. So I would work two jobs and I've never had time to do anything else. And so I kind of burnt myself out real quickly doing that because I found myself, falling asleep behind the wheel, which is very dangerous because I worked overnight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then I had a client that I did home health with from 10 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the evening. So I was working like, with no rest. If I get off at 7 o'clock, and most of the time it wasn't 7 o'clock because I worked in a hospital. So most of the time you don't leave exactly at 7. You might have to wait for your relief to get there in order for you to leave. So you might have to help and pass out breakfast trays and things of that nature. I don't want to get off into all that, but what I'm saying is I didn't have that time to be doing anything else because when I wasn't working, I was tired. I was tired, so I was trying to squeeze in some time to get some sleep. So I definitely understand the another stream of income. I didn't understand as far as when you get into this type of lifestyle, I didn't understand that you can create multiple streams of income and build a residual income. I had no understanding of that. Yeah, I had done sales, but I still didn't understand multiple streams. My multiple streams would be get two and three jobs. If I could squeeze in a third, I would have at that time because, like I say, you're trying to do so many things. You feel like you need more money. So that's what I did. And I just thank God that, I knew it was something better for me and it was something more that I wanted other than to be working myself into a ground like that and not really feeling like I'm out of the hole. You know how you could just be digging and digging and digging and feel like the more you dig, the further down you seem like you are. So I knew it was something else better out here for me, and I wanted it, and so I found it. I work online as well, but I'm glad I come across my colleague that showed me about 30-day success formula. So, that's an advantage, another stream of income. Um, Number four, gives you money coming in while you are waiting for online results with YouTube, Facebook, this building, attraction marketing, building your brand. I definitely can understand that because, like I was speaking on before, when you're transitioning from working all your life, all you really have an understanding for is working all your life, and you haven't run a business before. You 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 got to understand that nothing is going to be overnight. You got to understand that just because you're starting a business for yourself, it's not going to be instant. It's something that you're going to have to like constantly work at and work on a consistent basis. Just like I got up on a consistent basis Monday through Saturday and sometimes Sunday, with no one having to tell me this, with no one having to push me. This is something that I knew I had to do if I wanted the bills paid. So when you're running a business, it's the same thing. The only thing is, it's more mental because you're not punching in a time clock. So it's okay if you don't work on your business, but do know if you don't work on your business, no one is going to work on your business. So when it says while you're waiting for online results, because like I said, when you first get online, no one knows who you are, no one knows what you do. You have to start putting that out. You have to start showing people. You have to start adding value to people. You have to start giving out good content to people in order for you to build your brand, in order for you to build your Facebook list, in order for you to build YouTube viewers. All those things are congruent with one another because that is how you operate an online business. I'm just starting here, I would say a fresh year ago. So it's still things that I'm learning. It's still things that I'm, you know, critiquing as I learn. So it's all about staying consistent and sticking with it. Nothing is overnight. So you just have to stay committed and focused and be consistent. So, that like I said, I'm grateful that my colleague introduced me to 30-day success formula because I do have other things going. And while those things are working itself out, you can earn money while you're waiting on those things to work itself out. But, like I said, if you choose not to work online, that is fine because this is an offline marketing company. Okay. Number five, can give you working capital to pay for advertising for your online business. Okay. So basically, Whatever level you start out with 30-day success, they will mail off your first advertising on them. And if you don't make any money on from the first two levels that you do start off, you get your money back in 90 days if you don't make, you know, any sales. So if you're starting from level 3 on up, then you would have to, pay that back with your commissions that you make. So, and when you do something, you should always believe that everything is going to work out in your favor. You have to believe it, receive it, and achieve it. That's the motto that you should go by. Always believe in what you're doing. Bring positive vibrations in, and positive vibrations will come out. Okay, so that's another great thing. It's not many companies that is going to do that. I've joined numerous companies. I know colleagues that have joined numerous of companies. No company has done this. Paid for your advertising online business. I just haven't heard of it. So we're going to move on to number 6. Number 6 is no one needs to know you are building this business. That is absolutely correct. Because, like I said, we live in a corporate world, and it's only two type of people in the world: entrepreneurs and employees. If you're not an entrepreneur, you're working for one, and that's just honesty. So, when you're telling people what you're doing and about your business, the first thing they might gonna say is, "Well, how much are you making?" Or, they're and it's not to they're probably not saying it to be mean or negative. They're just saying it because they don't understand, you know. And if you don't understand something, you could be a little ignorant about, what it is. So no one needs to really even know what you're doing, because you don't want to be distracted and you don't want to be detoured from what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're building, because it's for you and your family. And you want to have, a positive outlook. Like I said earlier, you want to have a positive outlook on what it is that you're doing. You want to believe in it, receive it, and achieve it. Okay. So we're going to move on to number 7, which is no chargebacks. No charge, no chargebacks basically means, let's say, you have somebody sign up under you and they didn't make any money and they ask for their money back, but you've been making money. It's not going to come from your money. Is so that's what a chargeback means. You won't be charged for anyone that asks for a refund. And for what the company says, no one has asked for a refund. So we don't look forward to that. We're going to believe it, we're going to receive it, and we're going to achieve it. Okay. So, sounding great so far. And number 8 is no merchant problems. There hasn't been any problems with how people getting paid, with people getting paid. Um, it just hasn't been any problems. So that's another thumbs up. And number 9 is, it's the 90-day money back guarantee. So, you know, there's nothing really to lose. And we spend money all the time in this world. So there's nothing to lose. We like I said, we're going to believe, that it's going to work. We're going to receive what's coming, and we're going to achieve what we want. Okay. No competition in the physical mailbox like the email inbox. So, and when they say that, when you're doing online marketing, it's mostly all about your list. Like we went to further up in this review, um, is when they're saying no competition in the physical mailbox, meaning who's going to compete against the mailbox? Everybody checks their mailbox. Even though we don't always like what's in the mailbox, because we know what's in the mailbox. We know what's in the mailbox. The light bill, the phone bill, the cable bill, all kind of bills, whatever kind of bills you can think of. The only bill I don't get in the mailbox is this phone bill, but they text it to me. So that's what they mean. And when you're doing online, it's all about follow-ups. It's all about follow-ups. That's how you build your list. So that's why they're saying there's no competition in the physical mailbox, because everyone checks their mailbox. Everyone checks their mailbox. I might not check it every day, but I know I'm going to check it. I'm going to get some of them sales paper out of there, some coupons, so I can save some money on it if I do want to go and purchase some at the store. So yes, there's no competition in the physical mailbox like the email inbox. Sometimes we don't even read our email, but we will eventually get around to it. So, you know, there's no competition though. So we're gonna move on to number 11. Ability to make large commissions and replace your income. Wow. Wow. I like that. Um, you know, that's more of a reason why, if you haven't got with 30-day success formula, there's more of a reason why. Because you always looking for something to replace your income. I know I was, and I was working 2 jobs. And it still just felt like, I wasn't moving where I wanted to go. I was moving, but it was kind of like, quicksand movement, you know. So I definitely resonate with that, and I hope you do as well. Number 12, we're going to move on to number 12. No need to close sales. Success coaches do for you. Wow. That's another wow. Wow. So, like I said earlier, a lot of people, when they're first getting started in this work from home industry, they don't want to talk to people. They don't want to close sales. So that is definitely a thumbs up. Number 13, no need to answer questions. Prospects calls in to get questions answered. Wow. It's not too many companies that do this. I'm just going to be honest with you all. It is not too many companies that do that. I have had to call some companies about some things and couldn't talk to no one. They told me to email them. I'm not going to name those companies, but is not many of them that you can call in and get questions answered. So that is another thumbs up. That's 4 thumbs up. If I had 4 thumbs, I would put 4 thumbs up. But I only got 2. So boop, 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 boop. So we're going to move on to number 14. No upfront advertising costs. Wow. I think I just spoke on this earlier. You know, I haven't heard of that. I just haven't heard of that. And I see why they're getting so many people joining in a day's time, because you want to really take advantage when you hear something of that nature, because like I said, if you're somewhere and your money is funny and you're trying to make ends meet and you're trying to do this and you're trying to do that, and it's something better out here for you, it is. And so you might be spending close to your last just to get started. And then, you think it stops right there, when it doesn't. You got to get people to see what it is that you're offering. And so that's why when they say no upfront advertising costs, that's just a wow, and 4 thumbs up and thank you and everything, because you just don't find that in most companies. So I had to jump aboard. I had to jump aboard when my colleague told me about this, because I didn't want to miss out on this, because it's not stopping me from doing what it is that I'm already doing online. And I don't have to have no upfront advertising costs. I just paid to get in. So, I mean, it's, another wow moment. And number 15, low startup costs. Most companies that's doing all this, they really have pretty pricey startup costs. But I saw the startup costs, and it is affordable, a lot, cheaper than what I expected. So I'm grateful just to even have the colleagues that I do that introduced me to this. I'm grateful for that. Okay, now there's only 2 disadvantages, which I told you earlier about. One, only U.S. citizens can participate. Um, I can't go into detail on the why of that, but only U.S. citizens can participate, and it can take a few days to get approved, which is fine. That lets you know that the company is legit. They just want to make sure that everything is what it is before you get approved. So that's another good thing um, to look at. And like I said, this is a review video. Um, and this is one of my colleagues' review video of it. I didn't play her video. I probably will put that in the description of this video. I'm sorry. And if you want to go ahead and get started today, like and share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon right beside the subscribe button, because I will be coming out with more content as far as mindset, as far as how to get started in your business. If you are working online as a newbie, I will be coming out with content on that. You can put in the comments of my video on what it is you would want me to speak more about. And like I said, I hope you found some value in this video. I'm sorry, I'm just a little excited. I hope you found some value in this video. 30-day success formula is taking on new heights. I highly recommend that you jump on board now at the ground floor, because 4 years is still pretty young in this industry. Especially for those that don't want to be online, which I totally understand. I come across so many people that don't want to be online, don't want to do videos. So this would be perfect for you all. Those that are online, you can market this online and offline. They'll do the first advertising for you. So it's definitely a thumbs up for 30-day success formula. Um, I hope you all have a blessed, amazing day, and you'll see me sooner than later. Let me stop my share so I can stop the recording. I thank you all for tuning in. Um, this is Latasha Morgan bringing you a review about the 30-day success formula. Like I said, it's taking on new heights. Get in while you can. Low startup costs. Everything. They're gonna advertise it for you. They're gonna close the sales for you. They're gonna answer questions for you. So it is definitely a thumbs up. I hope you all enjoyed this review. I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful day. Like and share this video. Put a comment in the comment section of this video on if you're ready to get started. I will provide an email address in this description of this video. You all have a blessed, wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so when I come out with more videos, you will get an alert. Talk to you sooner than later. Bye-bye.